Hey guys, today is a very exciting day. We finally docked our map light MOLLE panel with our dome light MOLLE panel. And here are some paid actors with the reenactment of the engineering.
What are you doing?
Docking. Okay, get ready to design a connecting system to interlock the map light and dome light MOLLE systems.
It's not possible.
No, it's necessary.
Cooper, we are lined up.
Initiating spin. Come on, Tars.
We are locked.
Come on. Easing up.
Well, hello there. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Carl, and this channel is dedicated to making Tacomas fresh, your way.
KFlo, the fresh maker.
Now to briefly touch on the two products we're connecting. This is the map light MOLLE panel, which was the very first electronic MOLLE panel design in this channel. And we're mating it with this dome light MOLLE panel to make a fully integrated ceiling MOLLE system for your second gen Tacoma. Now you can order this front wing kit as an integrated aux beam mount like what you see in the videos. But if you don't want an aux beam mount, you can't just have it as a plain MOLLE panel. Now if you guys have any mounting ideas or any crazy ideas you want to throw out there, I want to hear them. Leave them in the comment section below. And all these products will be linked in the description below, so check them out. So with that, let's get back to the truck. So here we got the dome light MOLLE panel and the map light MOLLE panel. We'll start with removing this map light MOLLE panel. This one's pretty straightforward. We'll just undo these hook nuts if you have this hook nut upgrade. Otherwise, you'll have to use a wrench to undo these. And I'll have the full detailed video of installation down in the description below. So this will just be a quick review. So we'll undo the hook nuts, as well as making sure not to lose the little angle shim. Set that aside. Same thing with these washers and the lower hook nuts. I like to put it in the cup holder so that I know exactly where it goes. So that basically allows this whole system to be removed completely. It's very easy. And also do make sure that you disconnect the battery before you do this. And now we can undo this first harness. This is what connects the map lights to the rest of the system. And if you do have the thermostat bracket, you can undo that harness too. And that completely removes the map light MOLLE panel. Similar idea with the dome light MOLLE panel. We'll undo the 4 hook nuts, making sure not to lose the washer. And I'm putting the hardware in the rear cup holders here. So that's the 3rd washer and hook nut. And now we're on the last one. I'm pushing up with my left hand so that this thing doesn't drop. And being careful to make sure I don't lose the hardware. Now we can basically undo that and unclip our harness, as you see here. And that's it. So this is the bracketing system for the overall kit. And this upper portion here is going to be what mates to the map light MOLLE panel. So we'll start with that. So here we'll take our plastic bracket and our screws, and we'll make sure that the screws are aligned perpendicular to the plastic face there. This is steel threading onto plastic, so just make sure that it's aligned properly and it's not gonna cross thread. So we'll drive that down. There's going to be a point where you're going to need to take your socket wrench, 10mm, and then just basically snug it down. And then just make sure you snug it down enough. You don't want to mash on this because remember, these are plastic threads and they'll get pulled out if you really crank on that socket. We'll do that on both sides. Good. Now we got our map light here, and I do have my red LED add-ons here, and I have the buttons configured so it's on the top corners. So this bracketing system is actually designed so you can mount on any of these holes. These holes on the bracketing system matches up exactly with the holes on your MOLLE panel. And this flange nut will line up with any one of the holes. And we'll take our black screw and then just thread that into the flange nut. Keep it fairly loose for now so that we can line it up perfectly. Take our other flange nut around the back and put the screw in the front. These are just finger tightened for now. And then you'll want to adjust it so all the holes are basically matched up. And once you're happy with that, we can take our Phillips head screwdriver and then just snug those down. You can use your finger in the back just to hold that nut down. And since it's a serrated flange nut, you actually don't need to take a wrench to hold it down, to snug it down. So that basically secures the bracket in place. Here we have the bracketing system for the dome light. You'll have these two little square brackets. And as you can see, there's a deep hole here on the wider end. And what that's designed for is this flange screw. And what we'll do is we'll thread that in. Similarly, this is steel going into plastic. So just make sure you line up those threads first and that you can see that's visually perpendicular to that face. Thread that in, 10mm socket, and then just flush it down. All we want is flush down. Again, you don't want to pull those threads out. Let's do the same thing to the other bracket. And that's good. Here is the switch side of the dome light MOLLE panel. And what we'll want to do is basically align these brackets so that they sit on the outside just like this. See that? You have an inner hole here which will be mounted to the holes on that end of the MOLLE panel. That's why you have those holes there. We can flip this upside down. So we'll take the pan head screw and then just feed it through just like that. Give it a little shake so that the threads go right through just like that. Now we can take our nut and then just line it up with the hole as you see right here. We can start threading those two together just like that. Keep it kind of loose for now so we can make our adjustments a little bit later. Bracketing system with the screw, shake it through until you have the threads popping out. Put the nut in the back and then hit that screw right down. And basically just screw that together until you have it somewhat loose, just like this. And what you want to do here is make sure that this face is basically parallel with this face. Then we can snug it all the way down. And let's get the side snug down too. And that's two. Good. So that's the bracketing system. As you can see, it's pretty solid on there. So this is the wing kit portion. And as you can see, when you turn it to the side, you have a fat side and a skinny side. The fat side is what goes towards the rear. This specific kit is for the aux beam 8 gang. And what we'll do is take the aux beam bracket and then just line it up with the holes, making sure that this is centered on the main hole itself. We'll take the screw and the washer and then just drive it down on all 4 holes, making sure that the bracket itself stays centered. And that's it. So this is what the wing kit will look like for the aux beam 8 gang. We'll take our aux beam controller, and this will be sold separately. I'll link these down in the description below. We'll take our aux beam controller and then push that pigtail right through the hole, just like that, until you have it basically flushed up. Flip it around, and you'll have the respective mounting holes there. Take the screws that mount to the face, and then just put it in those holes, making sure the threads are oriented down, and then just screw those in. And that's it. Look at that. Now let's assemble this map light MOLLE panel. We'll start with clipping the harnesses back on. And good. So that's for the lighting system itself. And this one is for the thermostat and compass. Now we'll just kind of situate the wire a little bit behind there, and we'll line up the mounting holes with our threaded stud. Now we'll take our washer and our hook nut and basically just thread it on there, just like that. You just need one to hold it up for now. We'll take the other one down on the bottom, just like that. Now we'll continue to the top. Our angle shim with our hook nut. And last one here. That's it. Now let's take our dome light MOLLE panel, and then we'll get the two harnesses connected, just like that. And now we can line up the mounting holes, just like that. Similarly, washer and your hook nut. And we're good. Now we can take this wing kit and basically just get those holes lined up, just like you see here. And depending on the upgrade that you have, it'll either have a flange screw like this, and then you'll have to snug it down with an 11mm wrench, and you'll have to do that for basically all four. This is like what you see here. But if you do get the upgrade, you'll get the washer and the hook nut as well. It just makes it a little easier to remove and reinstall these panels, especially if you're going to be figuring out how you're gonna lay out everything. So that's why I like having these hook nut upgrades. So I'll go like that. And as I mentioned, like these flange nuts, you'll have to use an extra tool to tighten this down. So I'm going to take these off for the demonstration purpose of showing you how easy it is with the hook nuts. And that's what it looks like for the hook nut there. And that's what it will look like, guys. Look at that. Now let's hit this with some B-roll. This panel completes one of the many interlinks in this channel.
Do you dream about being interlinked?
Interlinked.
We do have some more work to do, but in the near future, we are planning on connecting this dome light MOLLE panel with this overhead MOLLE panel at the rear. We also got big plans for this rear MOLLE panel, which will be an extension that will go up and also connect with that ceiling one. And I'm definitely very excited to design and fabricate the idea, so definitely stay tuned. And if you really liked these MOLLE Panel projects, make sure you smash that like and subscribe while you're at it. So that's it for today, guys. Until next time, peace out, everybody.